Yo, so here's something. Until I was just now scrolling through YouTube and saw other reviewers talking about this, I had completely forgotten that I had actually seen this movie about a week and a half ago during an early press screening and totally forgot about it. Yeah, not a good sign. This movie's not that great. Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews, everybody. It's your boy Sam. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you like what you see or if you like other videos of ours, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. If you choose not to, still love you. So let's talk about this. Anaconda 2025, a reboot slash remake slash spiritual successor to the 1997 film. Fun fact, I actually watched that film for the first time earlier this year, just like a couple months ago. If you go through our videos, a couple videos ago, I had talked about this movie. So it wasn't really a review. I really only had one question about that movie. What is this accent?
The water is high now, but the village was right here. You'll find them down this fort. I know. I trap snakes for a living. So young. And so lethal. Human bones. That's how it comes out. Ashes to ashes.
You know, whatever shed that skin, it had to be at least 3 years ago.
Whatever shed it has grown since then. But something like this has made a meal of our dear captain. What?
No, John Voight. We are not going to let you get away with this. And now here we are, 2025. We have the reboot starring Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Thandie Newton, and Steve Zahn as the four main characters that you've probably seen in the trailers for this movie. I'm going to say this off jump. This movie is about a 2 out of 5 for me. 2 out of 5. Definitely something I think you can wait to stream and probably should have gone straight to streaming if I'm being honest with you. And I knew this movie wasn't going to be that great because it did something in the trailer. There's a scene in the trailer that, looks great. And it has Jack Black where they think he's dead, so they set him up as bait for the snake. Then it turns out he's alive. That's a scene you're not going to really put in a trailer unless you're really trying to sell the movie, because you're giving away a major plot point and you're giving away a major joke, right? So I feel like they when movies do that and put scenes like this in the trailer, it's like trying to get butts in seats because there's not a lot of other things to show. And I was right. I actually disliked this movie a lot more than I liked it, so I don't have that much positive to say. But I'm not gonna make this super long because I'm not gonna just rag on this movie. What I did like about it though, Jack Black. The last two projects I've seen him in were the Minecraft movie and the Borderlands movie. So I'm very happy to see him as a character that is a lot more serious. Even though this is a comedy, he's not just like a bonehead who just makes you want to just punch the screen every time he's on it. And I actually really dig his character as a character, like him and Paul Rudd. All of them, actually. These four friends who always just wanted to make movies. That was their dream, right? He was the screenwriter. One guy's an effects guy, and the other two were actors. And even when the movie begins and we see the home movies they made as kids, like it was a little nostalgic for me because that's what me and my friends used to do on our camcorders, right? So I do like the idea of four friends, pulling their money together, going out and taking this risk to make this movie, just to relive their childhood or whatever. And then, bad things happen along the way. That is actually a good plot to me. Execution was not it. And I'm not going to bury the lead for you anymore. The reason this movie is not that great, it's a comedy that's not funny. Obviously, Paul Rudd and Jack Black, just them being them, you're going to chuckle just because of their natural charisma and comedic chops. But every single scripted joke, like me and my theater, we weren't really laughing at it. Some of them, you got a chuckle out of us, but for the most part, we were like, oh, okay. I mean, I see what you were doing there. It kind of felt like a movie that would have killed if it had come out like in 2006 or 2007, right? Like the comedy is kind of like it's like juvenile. And when I say juvenile, I don't mean like dumb, like stupid slapstick comedy. I mean juvenile in that like the jokes don't seem fully developed. So, they're just spouting these things off, and even when their delivery is great, you're just like, okay, I mean, you made a joke, but it wasn't funny to me. So now, normally in a comedy, the narrative is just, it's whatever. It's the vehicle for the joke. So you don't care too much about that. But because this movie spent its beginning making us care about these characters and care about what they're doing, I did get a little bit invested in the narrative. let me down. And getting to the actual story where, we have these four characters and they're on this journey to make this movie the way they want to make it. I'm kind of interested in that. And then it just goes off the rails into this whole other gold smuggling type deal. And I wasn't a fan of it. They also have a fifth character. Sorry, I had to look her up. The character is named Anna in the movie, but the actress's name is Daniela Melchior. She is running away from someone. She's actually the first person we see in the movie, and she's running away from someone. And she, stows away on their boat, pretending to be their captain to drive them around, on this river to film this movie. And for a character that seems to be so important and plays a big role, I guess, later in the movie, she's in the background a lot. So whatever's happening with her, you don't really care about because you don't really get to know her. That is until she's just like thrown front and center. Then you're like, oh yeah, you know what? You were here. So, like I said, I'm not going to harp on this. Great casting choices. Their natural charisma and comedic chops will give you a few laughs. Definitely wait for this to come to streaming. It's not funny. It's not a funny movie. It didn't make me laugh like a movie like this should have made me laugh. Are a couple great cameos that you will like if you're a fan. I mean, I don't know if this quote unquote franchise has fans, but if you're a fan of the original, there are a couple cool cameos you'll see here. So there's that. Anyway, like I said, 2 out of 5. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'm out.